AFTV on my way to the Emirates Stadium for the big game tonight. It's Arsenal taking on Luton Town. Well, Arsenal. And I know a lot of you there thinking, big game. Robbie, it's Luton. Luton Town. Who've just been, come up into the division. They're right down at the bottom. They're losing literally every game. But let me just remind you of something. When we went to Luton, it was a last-minute winner from Declan Rice that got us the win. The other day, Spurs were losing 1-0 to Luton and had to struggle to come back and get the win. We know what these teams are going to do. They're going to come, they're going to try and frustrate, they're going to sit pretty deep, and they're going to make it difficult for Arsenal to break them down. And remember, every single game that Arsenal play now is like a cup final. As decent as the result was on the weekend, we dropped points. We dropped 2 points. Can't afford to drop any points in this game. This is an absolute must-win. One of the teams right down at the bottom, at home, is one of those that we should be just chalking off as saying, that's an easy win. But we know how this thing works. We know how the Premier League works. And if you're complacent in the Premier League, you can get beat. These teams like Luton are fighting for their lives, right? So we cannot take it for granted. Although I do see maybe the manager rotating a few players today because the games are coming thick and fast. We've got Brighton coming up at the weekend. Then after that, we've got Bayern Munich in the Champions League. We just played the game on Sunday. So he may be thinking a little bit about rotation. Could say, for instance, Thomas Partey start tonight instead of a Jorginho. Could a Fabio Vieira get a look in? Emil Smith-Rowe? You never know. Eddie Nketiah, you could see a couple of little changes tonight. But whatever those changes are, I'm expecting Arsenal to beat Luton Town at home. Luton's, despite the fight that they've shown, which has been undeniable, their record in the Premier League has been horrendous. They just cannot win games. And even when they get in the lead, as we saw the other day when they played Bournemouth and they were 3-0 up, they still concede so many goals that, they end up losing. Now, I was talking to a guy at the supermarket earlier. He said to me, he goes, boy, he's fancying a 5-0. I'm not looking at it and thinking that we're going to beat them 5-0 or anything like that. I'm just looking at it and saying we just need to win this game. I'm going for quite a conservative 2-0. But if Arsenal click, it could be. But the main thing is maintaining that decent defensive record and going out there and winning the game against Luton Town. That is the main thing. And then hoping that maybe Sheffield United do us a favour against Liverpool at Anfield. Can't see it. Or Villa, maybe. They beat City earlier on in the season. Could they go and even maybe nick a point? But they got no Ollie Watkins in that game. So this game is a game we cannot afford to lose. And I don't think we're going to lose it. I'm going to go, as I said, not even 2-0. I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0 to Arsenal. What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments below. The big game tonight. Every game's a cup final. We're going to do this!